Hi, I'm Anthony from the Basement Reef, and I'd like to welcome you once again to our new YouTube channel, Plant Talk with the Basement Reef. We're a retail aquatic pet store and houseplant shop located in Columbia, Missouri, and that means that we sell all manner of both saltwater and freshwater aquatic livestock, but most importantly for this channel, tropical houseplants. And this is the channel where we love to talk about it. Now for this channel, we want to provide lots of supplementary information about our store for anybody who might be shopping with us, but we also want it to be appealing to anybody at all who is interested in tropical houseplants. We want to provide lots of good looks at these plants. Everybody loves to look at houseplants, obviously, that's why we love them. And also though, lots of good information about their care and things like that. We're a retail shop, so most of this is going to be centered around what I have in the store. There's no way around that. And today, I think we're just going to do an unboxing video. I have a really nice box of plants here, some really cool stuff in it that I think will make for a good video here on the channel. And I want to show you guys what it looks like when we receive plants in the mail, how we unpack them, how we get them settled in, and give you some cool plants to look at. So let's just get right to that and start getting into this box. Alright, so this first plant is one that we have in our last shipment as well. We spotlighted it in our last video, but it never hurts to have more of these around. They're good sellers, I really like them. And that's the philodendron billietiae. Now you can see that when these plants are shipped, they react to it. They've been closed up in this packaging tight, and they're going to need time to open back up. These are the ones that arrived last week. See, they're fully opened up and settled back in. This is the one that just shipped. We'd like to do good by our customers, so we don't sell these the day, or a lot of times even the day after we get here. We like to see the plant respond to being in the shop, open back up, and behave like a normal houseplant before we let it go. So again, here's the philodendron billietiae. Just one of these in this box. Very, very cool plant. We spotlighted that in the last video on our channel with a lot more information about it there. So if you're interested in it, go check that out. Alright, this is one of the plants in the shipment that I was particularly excited for. That's this philodendron variegated aria. These guys, when they get really big, have exaggerated tattered leaves. You can imagine like a philodendron psiloum, but double everything about it. That's these guys. Very, very cool plant. A little bit tough to find locally here, so I'm excited to have it in the shop. And this is the aria version, meaning that it's yellow like a neon pothos. The regular version of this plant is green. That one's actually a little bit harder to find. That's a little bit different about this plant versus some. Usually the more colorful or variegated versions will be more difficult to find, but in the case of the philodendron variegated, the aria is easier to find than the green. So that's what we have in this shipment here today. So here we have an albo variegated Musa banana or Florida banana. It's a dwarf banana tree, and this is the albo or white variegated version of it. Very, very cool plant. This is honestly the most expensive one in this shipment. A lot of this stuff in this one is going to be more on the affordable side, whereas this is a supplier that we get a lot of the rare plants from, and this one falls on the rare side. There are some more affordable options in this box, but if you want something really special, we've got again this albo variegated Musa banana tree. Now a lot of these rarer plants, we like them to display really nice in the shop, so we'll put them in these pots. These pots are ones that are new to our shop and I'm really excited to have. It's actually a local artist named Chance Taylor makes these. He was a customer of our store for a while, and I found out that he does pottery, and really nice pottery. So I had him make some pots especially for our store, and some really nice accented glaze, interesting shapes to the pots. And the drip trays have a matching glaze. Just something a little bit different, something that you can't find elsewhere. I think they're beautiful. Come check these out, especially if you're getting a nicer plant. come get a really nice pot to go with it. That's some very small starts of Alocasia cuprea red secret. Really easy, really cool little alocasia. I believe it's related to the Aslanii alocasia, which is another one we have several of here in the shop right now. Really trendy plant right now, really affordable where it didn't used to be. We've got these guys for about $25, so come check them out. This is another plant that we had on the last order from this supplier. We didn't spotlight it on our channel yet, but it's a very cool plant, and these sold out almost immediately. So we figured we'd get some more in, because I don't think everybody who wanted this plant had a chance to come and get it. And that's these Alocasia Jacqueline, which is a mutation of an alocasia called an Alocasia portii. And these guys get absolutely gigantic. As big a leaf as you can imagine, like from a large form monstera or a large overgrown siloam or something. That's how large these leaves on this alocasia can end up getting. It's a very cool, very popular plant right now. And again, these sold out right away when we got them in last week. So we have 2 more. This is another example where you can see that the plant is, reacting really strangely from shipping. The leaves haven't unfurled, they're pulled up tight. So that's again why we just get them settled into the store under the grow lights and leave them alone for a couple days to just make sure that they're going to behave like normal plants. Here we have a philodendron mammii silver cloud. These can become very large leaves, have really neat silver markings on the leaf, some neat ridges on the petioles. Very large leaf philodendron, the mammii silver cloud. Look at those leaves, just very, very cool. Silver, almost like a brandianum or something, but a lot different leaf texture. These are very rigid. All right, next up we have a Florida bronze philodendron. A lot of people have heard of, the Florida green, Florida ghost, Florida beauty. This one's lesser known. It's a Florida bronze, and it's a hybrid between a Florida green and I believe a black cardinal philodendron. It makes for these really neat, darker colored leaves with the bronze vein running through it. It's a nice large specimen of it we got in. We got 2 of these guys in today. A lot cheaper than, say, a Florida beauty. It's going to run you in the ballpark of a Florida ghost, but they're much harder to come by, especially around here. So we're excited to have a few of these in the shop. So if you've been enjoying your Florida ghosts, your Florida greens, and you want another Florida style philodendron, come check out this Florida bronze. And here's that second Florida bronze. Just wanted to show you that we in fact got 2 of these. They're both very nice, big, healthy sized specimens. Here's another one that we featured on our last YouTube video, philodendron snowdrift. We mentioned at the beginning of that video that some of the plants already had buyers, and that's why we needed to get them on camera before they left the shop. The snowdrift was one of those. But I don't like featuring something on the channel and then not having it available in the shop. Plus it's a very cool plant that I like having around. So here's another philodendron snowdrift. If you're interested in more about this plant, check out our last video where we spotlighted 4 different philodendrons, and this was one of them. Alright, second to last plant. We have 2 of these today. And that's these little F2 seedling Anthurium magnificum. Now, F2 means that These are made from crossing a magnificum with a magnificum. It's originally a hybrid anthurium, meaning two different parent plants, and a true magnificum would be either clones of that plant or from the same cross. But these are from crossing existing magnificums. There's a popular cross of it out there called a Doc Block. I don't know if that's what this is. That's like a dark form, reddish form. Thinking maybe because this is redder sort of leaf coming in, but I don't know that. It might just be somebody else's cross of two magnificums. But we have two of these in. Very, very cool anthurium. Come check it out. And this last plant, I think is probably my favorite on the order. We got one of these last time and briefly teased it on social media, where somebody immediately messaged us wanting to buy it. So we didn't even really have a chance to leave it in the shop for long or feature it on this channel or anything like that. And that's this variegated money tree. A money tree is a classic, easy to keep houseplant. You can find those at the grocery store and stuff like that. But these variegated varieties have some intricate, awesome elbow variegation on the leaves. When it's really heavy, it looks like camouflage. Places where it's a little less intense, it almost reminds me of spider webs or something. Beautiful plant, becoming a little easier to find, but this is one of the harder plants to find that we carry in the shop here. Not very many US sellers. I mean, you can definitely find them, people sell them, but not many US retailers, and that's because they're just not all over the wholesale market. Not many people letting go of these for wholesale, so we're excited to have found somebody that is giving some of these to us at a nice wholesale price that allows us to carry them in our retail shop at a competitive price point for you. All right, we'll probably cut in one last view of all of these plants for you, and that'll be it for today. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe to our channel. It would help us out a lot to grow this thing and allow us to honestly do a lot more with these videos. Thank you.